But one day, during a tree-cutting session, the lumberjack accidentally destroyed a small squirrel's nest. The squirrel clung tightly to the tree trunk, its eyes filled with pleading, as if begging the man not to take away its only home. But the nest was still taken down, and the squirrel was forced to leave. Homeless, the squirrel sat motionless on the grass, its face lost and sad. A young woman nearby happened to witness the entire scene. She couldn't hold back her emotions, seeing the small creature alone in the big world. So she rushed home, and woke up her still sleeping boyfriend, to ask him to quickly build a tiny wooden house for the squirrel. After finishing it, they picked a strong nearby tree, and installed the new home. No one expected the squirrel would be compensated with a luxury home, even better than its old nest. It excitedly darted inside, occasionally poking its head out, to look at the young couple as if to say thank you. That night, the squirrel slept soundly in its cozy new home. But the next morning, a sudden thunderstorm woke it up. Its face looked confused, not knowing what was happening. Fearing the cold might make the squirrel sick, the girl brought it some cotton to keep it warm. What surprised her was that the squirrel carried the cotton inside by itself, lined its bed, and laid down, without anyone's help. The next day, as usual, the girl brought more cotton. But this time, the squirrel did something that shocked and touched her. It shaped the cotton into a little heart, and gently offered it to the girl. No one had taught it that, but it found its own way to express love and gratitude, in its own unique way. From that day on, the squirrel often sat at her doorstep waiting for her, and whenever she arrived, it would rush out and climb onto her shoulder, happily nibbling on snacks and cuddling with her. A strange yet sincere friendship between human and squirrel. One day, the girl came to visit again, and she discovered another squirrel standing at the door. It turned out that during this time, the squirrel had found a mate and brought her to live together. Seeing the little one whose nest was once destroyed now has a home and a companion, the girl could only smile happily. But not long after, the garden became even livelier with tiny squirrels beginning to appear. The little wooden house had now become a real home. The squirrel, once a lonely creature, had now become a father. What seemed like a misfortune at first ended up leading to a magical bond. The squirrel lost its old home, but found a kind human, received help and shelter, and began a new happy life. Now, the girl's yard is often filled with joyful sounds, the pitter-patter of little squirrel feet running around. She continues to prepare food for them, and watches them play in peace. Sometimes, life brings unexpected storms, but eventually, the darkest days will pass, and in a fleeting moment, a quiet ray of light may shine through, in the form of a little squirrel, an outstretched hand, or a tiny heart offering thanks.